Hey everyone, it's Lorraine with Pampered Chef, and today I'm going to explain to you how to use boards, Facebook, and the template in conjunction with Canva. So we have a lot of things going on right now, and we have some new processes that we are trying to implement and make it all feel right, right? But sometimes it takes a little time to navigate through new systems. And so today, I'm going to do my best to help you navigate through all of these new systems. So, first and foremost, you're going to receive two pieces of information from myself and Susan. And so, the first thing is you're going to receive a template. The template is going to be in a Google spreadsheet 9 times out of 10. And we're going to provide you with the Canva link so you can make your own edits and adjustments. So the way this template works, and right now I just have it called Lorraine's template, but we're going to have this called Lorraine's Made template. So that way it makes it a little more distinguished. So you're going to see at the top here, this is the time. For me, this is just when I added it to boards. This is the content, and this is the Canva link. If there is no Canva link next to it, it probably means that you don't need to make any adjustments, meaning it's a standard post and there's no personalization. But I try to include the Canva links for everything. So that way, if there was anything that you wanted to edit, you had that opportunity to do so. So in this case, you'll see at 8 a.m. on Friday is when we are going to put this into the party. You'll see that it's Friday, it's pre-party day, and we have one post to put in there, and that's the first job post. So when you want to edit this, you're just going to click this hyperlink here. It's going to take you into Canva, and then you can edit it and then save it to your computer or into your boards. Then we have Saturday pre-party, and this is table topics, the Wahoo weekend reminder, and here again, you can edit the Canva link. Then on Sunday, we have these posts. You'll notice here they're all coming out first thing in the morning, and then there's one post later in the afternoon. Do you have to follow this to the T? You do not. But we know that we want to create engagement and fun and interaction on Sunday to get them ready for the pre-party. Now, there are some things you do need to edit. For an example, this first one is Lorraine's welcome video. So obviously you're going to want to edit that. In the 7 steps, Stacy actually gives you all the words to use when it comes to creating your template and the party videos. Do you have to do a party video? No. But remember, if you don't, then they are just looking at post without personalization. So they don't know you. And if they don't know you, they can't like you. And if they can't like you, they can't trust you. And so in this business, it's a know, like, and trust factor. So if you're not ready to do videos, at the bare minimum, our suggestion is a picture. Literally, I got in front of my camera and took about 150 pictures and found 3 or 4 that I liked and just started putting them into all of my posts to create personalization. So the first one at 8 a.m. is a welcome video. The second one is about my family. So the neat thing about post 1 and 2, you are going to have to recreate those, but you're only going to have to recreate them one time. And then they're always going to be in your content and you never have to recreate. The game is Name That Chef. So that's the game of the day. And then there's a balloon level that says, what's your level of Pampered Chef? And then there's an image to join table. And then there's some interaction with this cop car image. And then there's the Wahoo Weekend Challenge. So these are all your pre-party days. And then to do your edits, you're just going to click on this and then you can go edit that. So I'm going to pull up one here that I'll show you how to edit here in a moment. Okay, so then we have 3 days of parties. We have 3 days of party days, I should say. We have about 8 to 9 posts that are coming out that day. I actually do a little extra on the post, but you don't have to. I did actually notice here that there is 2 posts that have the same content. So let's delete that. Okay. So at 8, 8:30, 9, 10, 10:30, 12, 2, 4, 6, and 8 posts are coming out. Okay. So here's one that you're going to want to edit. So you're going to click on the cookware, Team Sweet or Savory. So we're going to click on that. We're going to open it up and it's going to say edit template. And we're going to open it. And what I did here, and I tried to do this in each of them, but I realized I really didn't even have to do this. I only needed to create one because when you edit this, you're only changing your version, not mine. So these are technically the same exact post. One is just without me, but I'm going to delete this one because there's no reason to have two. So let's delete that. And so all you'll have to do here is click this and delete it. And then it's small, but it says here, grab recipes by messaging me. So if they want the recipes to these two ideas, one sweet, one savory, all they have to do is message me. The purpose of them messaging me is so I can cut down on my reach outs, which keeps me out of Facebook jail. So this is where you're going to then insert a picture of yourself. And that way, again, it creates that personalization. So if I wanted to put this picture in, I would just click it and maybe I would make it smaller, make it bigger, whatever the case may be. But it's some sort of personalization. That's not the best picture to have there, but you get the point. And then all you would do is click share and then download this. And then you would upload it back into Canva or back into your template. So I want to show you how I do that because there is a couple of steps involved and people always ask me, how do you create those watch links? So you have to have a business page in order to do this. So make sure you have that first. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click share and then I'm going to click download. And so what this is going to do, it's going to download this to my personal computer. Once this downloads, it will pop up and say, what do you want to do with this kind of thing? So let's get out of here because that takes a couple of minutes to get that to happen. And we're going to go into, I think I will keep downloading even if I get out of here. Now we're going to go into Facebook so I can show you how I do this. So this is my personal Facebook, but I need to change this to my business Facebook. So I'm going to click on this and I'm going to go into Lorraine with Pampered Chef. That's my business Facebook page. And now I'm on my business Facebook page. And I want to then pull up the videos that I've done. So let's say I wanted to put this cop car video in my parties, which it already is. So I'm going to click on this. It's already been created. And this has a standard now, but I'm going to highlight it. And I'm going to right click, copy it, and then I'm going to paste it back in that URL. And now it creates the watch link. So now I'm going to take this watch link, I'm going to right click it, I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to put it in boards in one of my posts. So let's say I wanted to put it in this post for an example, which I wouldn't. But if I did, I would click edit. And then I like to drop the link way below. And now when I post this in the party, it's going to play the cop car link in video mode. So that's how you take your images and put them into your business page and how to get them to play live. That saves you actually a lot of time when it comes to posting. So I would suggest trying that tip because it will save you some time. All right. So these are the posts that you're going to be putting into your party and the times that you're going to be putting them in. What I also tried to do, here's, for example, the cast iron burgers game. So let's click that so you can take a quick look. And what I tried to remember to do is I tried to remember to put the answer in with the actual game. So that way, when you're opening it, everything is there in one piece. Oh, hold on. We need to save this. And of course, I said that, but I didn't do it on this one. Hold on. Which do we want to do? Oh, we don't want to save that. We've already done it. Okay. So I'm going to actually take this and duplicate it. And then I'm going to put the burger total here. So this will be a little lesson in Canva. So I'm going to click here and then I'm going to just make this big so it's obvious with the answer. And we'll make that the recommended colors of the photo. And then I'm going to click in the text box and the answer is 28 burgers. And now you have not only the answer or the game, but you also have the answers. Okay. So now that'll be there for you when you come back. All right. And that's how I do that, those types of editings. All right. So let's get out of here and we're going to go back in to where we were before. Okay. So now we're on this template. So that basically is how you're going to edit the templates. So just make sure you're pulling out your face and putting in, or pulling out mine, putting in yours. And that way everything is original to you. If you're on a time crunch and you don't feel like doing it, don't. But I'm going to be in your parties and you don't necessarily want that. So I'm going to recommend that you take a little time to edit these. And remember, once you edit them one time, you're not going to have to edit them again. So this template is going to be good for 2 solid months. The other thing that I do for my personal self, so let's say you wanted to edit this template, you would just click file and then make a copy of it. And that way you could edit it the way you want to. I also, things that I'm going to be using repetitively in parties and in templates, I like to save here. So that way I don't have to like figure out, okay, where was this content? Because we don't have Post My Party anymore. So I got to store unused content somewhere. So here I'm just going to rename this to content. Okay. And again, you can copy all this for your use for a later time. But that's how you're going to use this for all of your party postings. And then we just need to add a post, 2 posts for Thursday, 2 posts for Friday, and then we're done. So that is how you're going to use this template. So again, if it doesn't have a space here, a Canva link, that means that you're going to have to create that. What I might end up doing is just putting one there just so you can have like a placeholder. This one should say yes. And then we tried to identify what they were, so it makes it easy to retrieve. Okay, so here's one other thing you want to do. You want to create a Google survey form. The purpose of creating a Google survey form is so when people are in your parties, let me show you what it's going to look like. We're going to go back to my normal Facebook, actually my other Facebook. We want them to fill out the prize drawing slip because ultimately, if they fill out the prize drawing slip, that means that we potentially have business that we need. So we want them to fill out the prize drawing slip. I usually get 2 to 3 people each party that fills it out. And usually one of them is interested in something. So if you think about you're running 4 parties a week, that's 4 extra leads that you may not be getting if you're not running it that way. So here's what it looks like when it comes out. Okay. So it says virtual prize drawing. They click here to fill out the slip. They get 100 tickets for the grand prize. And by the way, I was just coaching somebody else. Don't count up those tickets. What I do is I use the magic hat, which is here. And I just decide who is going to be the winner by clicking here. And I can just put in all the names that I want. So I'm going to add, let's say, Susan W, Michelle L, Michelle C. Okay. Then I will type in start the name picker, and then I click here, and Michelle C is our winner. So this is called online stopwatch, and then random name pickers, and then magic hat name picker. And then I save it here on my toolbar, so it makes it easy to retrieve. Okay, so that's what it's going to be like when you are putting together your templates. Now, let me show you actually how to do that. So we're going to go and get out of Canva. We really don't need Canva any longer. We do need to be in Facebook. So I'm going to go into my fake party. I do recommend that you create a fake party for yourself so you can see how things look and how they're going to actually operate when they're in your party. So let's say today is Friday or today's Thursday, the day before pre-party starts, and I want to get my party post set up. If you follow the 7 steps, the 7 steps does tell you to set up Friday, Saturday, and Sunday all in one swoop. Don't go past Sunday until your host invites, because if she doesn't end up inviting, then you haven't wasted all the time on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday post. So we're going to make sure that you have this extension bar. Everyone has this little puzzle piece here. It's called extensions. And you're going to manage your extensions. And all you got to do is type in the word boards. And I like this one too. Automation tool for groups on Facebook. This actually automatically reminds everybody in the group who's been invited but didn't join. That's in the 7 steps as well. So we're going to go into the party, and today's Thursday, and we're going to post get some posts set up. So let's go into template. And even though that says April, most of you didn't use this template in April. So we've changed it to actually be a May template for now. We're just about done with May and June. It's a haul. So hang in there with us. All right. So pre-party Friday. All right. I'm going to put this welcome message. This welcome message actually welcomes everybody into the party. So let's pull out of there for a minute. So let's go into members, and this is a fake group, obviously, but we're going to welcome our members into the party. So, oh no, I can't do this. All right. This is a different party. Anyway, you guys know how to welcome members into your party, I'm sure. But this group is not, I don't have the ability to welcome members into this party, put it that way. All right. Actually, you know what it is? Susan was invited. She just hasn't accepted. So she can't be welcome until she accepts it. All right. So let's skip that. But you're going to first do your welcome message, and then you're going to go into Facebook and do the rest. So this says here, welcome message. Don't schedule this. Use this as your welcome message. This says pre-party Friday at 8 a.m. So click that, and hold on. My apologies. You want to be in your Facebook group. So that way, when you click this extension, it drops it right into your party. Okay. So we want to schedule this, but I'm not going to schedule it because I want you to see what it's going to look like. But if you wanted to schedule this, and you should, click schedule, click date. We want it to come out on Friday, and we want it to come out at 8 o'clock. So we'll click Friday at 8 o'clock, and we'll schedule this. So now on Friday at 8 o'clock, this is going to come out. But just to show you what it looks like, click your board's extension, click this, and then click post. Okay, so now this is going to be in the party, and it's going to post in the party like this because it's already there, right? So that's the first thing. So let's say today is Saturday. I'm going to click this. I'm going to go into Saturday pre-party. And this says here, tag with Blue Man. That's up to you. I try to tag them every day in a party. So this is my engagement post. I'm going to click on engagement. And I don't know why it's giving us so many spaces there. I'm going to X that off. I'm going to go back into boards. I'm going to click summer bucket list, which is the image for this one. And then I'm going to paste it in there. And we wanted this one to come out at a certain time, but we're not going to worry about scheduling it. So that's what it looks like. And then we're just going to click post. But obviously you're going to schedule these. So just to give you a heads up there. Now it's best to, again, schedule all the way through Sunday. So we're going to go into Sunday. We're not scheduling all these. But for me to schedule all these would take maybe 5 minutes. It is super, super fast and efficient. But you'll see this first one here. It says tag with Blue Man. Again, that's my option. When I tag with the Blue Man, I do that on my phone. It's much, much faster. So this would be the first post for the party. And because I have this watch link, it is automatically posting with this party. So let me just show you what that looks like. Remember, you're going to schedule these, but I just want to show you what it's going to look like. So there's really nothing to it. It's just kind of highlighting my family. But the reason I like to make these a GIF and add them to my business page is because then it's one post. I'm not posting an image and posting the text. So it's 50% of the time saved. Okay, so that is how everything is going to look for your party setup. Now, I am going to share my board with you, but my board is definitely a little different than Stacy's. Stacy's is more basic. Mine is laid out to the way my brain works, but you can always copy this and make it your own. And then you can take Stacy's content and make it your own as well. So the way to make things your own is to highlight each board, or ultimately you can select all. I think there's a way to do that. No, you can't select. Oh, I thought you could. Anyway, so when you want to make this your own, you're just going to copy all these. Now, I will say anytime you make these your own, any changes that I make, you won't get them because they don't come along with the change because you're changing the name of the board. So boards doesn't know that you want all the changes that I make. So you kind of have to wait until you feel comfortable with adjustments, or have two of these boards and just watch for changes. That's all I can suggest. There is a way for you to get updates. So if you want to get updates on my boards, just let me know and send me your email address. And then that way you will get updates. Okay, so let's talk about this board. So when I'm setting up my parties, Stacy starts her host coaching on Wednesdays. I start mine on Tuesdays because I need a little bit of headway and a little extra time. So when I'm setting up my parties, I'm going to use title, welcome post, and welcome words. These here don't matter. Okay. Then I'm going to go into pre-party coaching. On Tuesday, I'm going to show her the flow of her party. So this is what's going to happen. Wednesday through Saturday, we're going to invite. Sunday, we're going to play games. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, we're going to have our party days, and Friday is the wrap up. So that way she has a quick image of what is going on with her party. Then I encourage you to, again, create a personalized video. You can watch mine, create some bullet points, and have a video that basically says, here's what you want to do with your party. Facebook has a bunch of silly rules, and these are the ways to overcome those rules. And then I give her two links. One of them is her dashboard video, and then the other one is her actual dashboard. And then don't worry about this one. This is old content you don't need. Wednesday pre-party. So Wednesday pre-party, whoops, I am on the right one. Wednesday pre-party basically says, hey, are you ready for a cool party? Then I have this image here that says, here's how to have the most successful party. Here's your Facebook group link. You pull off their URL by using this link here, copying that, and you'll give it to them. The best thing you can do for yourself is read through the board. I know it's tempting to glaze through, but it just doesn't help very much. So I try to keep these in order. Here's post 1, post 2, 3, 4, 5, 5A, because I added one in and I didn't feel like renumbering them. Then I post this on her Facebook wall. And then I ask her to tag her followers. And then I will ask her to join table. And then I'll ask her about the business. And you want to make sure that you're changing this because this reflects April. Matter of fact, I can add this now so we don't forget. Here we go. This is May's. So let's get that off. We'll delete it. Delete. This is post 10. Okay. So now we're back in the right order. So we ask her about the business. We send her the image of the starter kit. She says no. This is her response. If she says yes, please message me, meaning Lorraine, and tell me, or Susan if she's your director. And that's what you do for Wednesday. Thursday, this is kind of saying, hey, you have this many people in your party. Can you invite more so we can get as close to 40 as possible? And then again, just walk through all of that so you know what you're sending them. Friday pre-party, if she invited over 200, I send this message, or under 200 this message, over 200 this message. So for me, red means warning. So under 200, green means go, meaning over. Saturday, this is where I'm sending her a one-on-one message saying, hey, I'm about to put you into a host chat group. So if you have more than one host for the week, you put them in the chat group, and then I send them these messages here. Now, that has got to come off because we're out of May. I mean, well, no, that's still Mother's Day. We're good. All right. Sunday pre-party. So for me, again, I like to keep my connection going with my host because I want that one-on-one connection, because my goal is to get every single solitary host to do the host booking challenge. So I want to create personalization with them. So this is where they will know that they're getting added to the host chat. This also tells them they need to add more friends to their party, depending upon how many have joined. And then this all goes into the host chat. So basically it's like, hey, everybody, the party's starting. It's 3 days long. Super important. Make sure you, have enough people in your party. Let's post the next image in your party. This is the wording for your party. This is the image for your party. And then this is the end of our messages for today. All right. So, that is how my system works. And then we go on to party coaching days, which are Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. This one here is just a bonus picture. Then we have post party Thursday, Friday, For hosts that don't make it to 200 in sales, I have another effort for them. And one other piece that you do not want to skip over, because more than a third of your bookings are going to come from this. And this is the host booking challenge. So basically, if you read through this, it says, here are a couple things that are going to happen. I'm also going to send you a message with a little challenge. It's a way for you to earn a $10 credit now and a $50 bonus later. And so that's reflecting on, that is reflecting on this message here. So this goes into, let me do this, host booking challenge, send one-on-one. Host booking send one-on-one, because you don't want to send this in the group chat. So the first thing is saying, hey, do you want to take the challenge? This should say $10. And saying, hey, would you like to take the challenge? Blah, 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 blah. Okay. So we're going to say yes to, we're going to go through that. At one point I was doing 20 because I was trying to hold my feet to the fire and make myself do this. Now I do it routinely, no matter what. And it is definitely a huge, huge impact on my party. So make sure you do it. Don't skip this. Otherwise, you're going to suffer with bookings. At least a third of my bookings come from this, if not more. Then we have exciting details, which I already showed you. Then I say, do you want to try it? And I actually do leave that as a, this is message 1, this is message 2, and this is message 3, because I don't want this one to get tied up with anything else. So when they say yes, then I send this message to them. I gotta edit all this here. And then that teaches them how to open up messages. Anyway, the whole idea here is don't skip over the host booking challenge. It's really not going to help you out at all. Then these are just some old games, so you don't need to worry about that per se. Matter of fact, I can just delete that right on out of here because it's not necessary. Now, these are my additional party actions, and they're super, super helpful. So let me delete that. That's not necessary anymore. Let me keep that in there. All right. So let's say the host, or let's say somebody has an objection for booking a party. So I would go under additional party actions, bookings, booking objections. And these are all the responses. Now, the great thing is when you are in your party, you can use that drop down. So you don't have to be going from boards to Facebook, Facebook to boards. You can literally just stay in Facebook and drop it down. So here's additional party actions. Here is bookings. Here are the objections. So if they say, I don't want to have a party right now, then I would send them this message here, which basically says, hey, would you like to have a party in 2 to 6 months from now? And that's that. So I'm hoping this is helpful. I know this is a little bit longer than I anticipated, but I just wanted to show you what and how to make all this happen. If I missed anything, don't hesitate to let me know, because certainly I do miss things. One other thing I will show you is this. Let's see, a host that already invited. I'm trying to think here. Let me go into my tracker. Yes, host tracker. All right, so these are my parties that are getting ready to start. I'm trying to see who already did some good inviting. Let's see, I think Rebecca has already invited, and Nettie did too. Let's see, Facebook. Let's see if Rebecca, I don't know, she might not have, because she just got going last night. No. Oh, that's not the right party anyway. Okay, let's go into Nettie. Okay, she's invited some. Probably not enough. But anyway, let's click on members. Oh, she did 134. Not terrible. But I'm going to try to get her up to 200. So I'm going to click see all. And then here's that extension. This is called the Facebook automation tool for groups on Facebook. Click that. Then this basically says it's going to skip the top 2 people. It can't reach out to more than 652. And then I'm going to click send reminders. And so what this does is it sends a reminder to every person who hasn't joined. Is this a flawless system? Definitely not. So in other words, it helps. It usually adds a couple of people, but it's so much more effective if the host reaches out to her friends and sends them a message. But it is a way. The other thing you have to do is you have to make sure that this is at least 5% of your screen, or otherwise it stops scanning. So you can make it smaller so it at least keeps running through that process. So again, a little longer than I wanted to, guys, but I wanted to make sure I cover some good details with you. 30 minutes on the dot. Alrighty. Have any questions? Let me know.